Thought I'd do a little something tonight with Cast Iron Chaos being on the disabled list. So I was getting ready to cook it something anyway. So I figured I'd just come on and say hi to everybody. So we all had something to do tonight for our weekly gathering. But let me get connected with the live stream, and which should be fairly easy. There we go. All right. Cool. Coolio. Hey, Rick, what's up, buddy? If you guys can, if somebody just hit the like button for me, I'd really appreciate it so I know everybody can hear and see me okay. So, anyway, just got a couple things to go to. But tonight, for our topic of the evening, our cook tonight, I really had no intention of going live tonight. I was going to throw in a pizza. Okay, cool. Very cool, very cool. Cynthia Wesley, hey, what you cooking? Good looking. Well, you've never seen me, so you might regret that statement. But no, I'm just gonna. I had no intention of going live at all tonight, but I saw about 6:30 that Cast Iron Chaos was unable to do anything. So hey, Tom, what's up, buddy? I saw about 6:30 that Cast Iron Chaos was not going to be able to do a live, so I was getting ready to make pizza for the. I'm just making a pizza for the game. I was going to watch the game at 7:45, but I figured I'd just hang out with you guys while I made the pizza. And the last time and to be really honest, the last time I did a frozen pizza dress up, the pizza didn't look as good as my pizzas normally look, so I wanted to kind of do. This is sort of a redemption video for me too. So. There's just a little, like I said, my pizza the last time I did it, I just wasn't happy with it, so I figured I'd do another one tonight, and I'd just see who came in. If anybody comes in, they come in. If they don't, they don't. But like I said, I just figured we'd have our normal hangout with the usual crowd. Everybody can see that okay. But yeah, so let's jump right into it, I guess. Oh, there's Greg Hart. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I'm going to be back and forth on my glasses here. And honestly, I was getting ready for Ming's graduation party this weekend. And I was out getting stuff for her party, and I have more stuff to get tomorrow. But so I've been kind of on the run. I'm high, and that's tripping me out. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you could be here, South LA Vado. That's cool, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Here. Get a good look, bub. There you go. Have fun with it. Let's see. South LA Vado, yeah. Stick around. I'm making pizza. So if you're in that condition, brother, you might want to watch a pizza being made. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the oven. I've got before I get this thing too far into it, I'll just pop out. I'm not going to use my pre-Civil War round griddle tonight. I'm going to be using the Lodge pizza pan, which I absolutely love. Thank you so much, Valley Vado. I appreciate it, buddy. We need all the subs we can get here. I'm trying to hit that 500 mark. After that, I don't care. But yeah. So we're going to be I've already got it kind of warmed up. And one of the things that I do that's a little bit different when people make pizza is with this pan at least, I don't do anything to it. I don't put any cornmeal. I don't put any flour. I don't put any oil on it, nothing. And I've never had a little bit, even the slightest bit of trouble with my pizza sticking to it. I absolutely love this thing. It's one of the pieces that I got when I was at the last cornbread festival I went to at Lodge, and I got this for an amazing price of $16 because they said there was something wrong with it. It was in the second bin, and I know I've said this before, but for folks that haven't watched before, there was nothing wrong with this. And I think these usually go for around $49, $39, maybe even more than that now. So that's one of my bigger picks that I've gotten. Let's see. Come on, honey. Let's care. Don't forget to hit that like and thumbs up button. Yes, Rick, thank you for that. So Motomac is a no-show. Yeah, William Hurt. He is he's on the DL for tonight. I don't know what's something about travel plans, and I just hit it real quick. I was kind of watching something else. Actually, I was watching Smoking Bears. I don't know if Smoking Bears is in or not, but I was watching their stream that they do. But I'm gonna get that back into the oven and let this warm up. Once again, I do this at 425, and I know a lot of people love to. Oh, and the other thing on these, I got the little oh, what the heck am I calling them? Anyway, these things here, they go on just about anything on Lodge. I'll think of it. Handle mitt, handle guard. Yeah, I've got these on there, and they work up to 450 degrees. So I'm at 425, so these will be great. Look at that. And those were also some of the best $6.99 I ever spent too, because I use them on, they fit on all the bakeware just about. Cynthia Wesley's running around for his family. Well, running around for your family is a lot better than running around on your family, I guess. Yeah, silicone handle covers. Thanks, Rick. You know how I lose my nouns sometimes during these live streams. But anyway, so I got that in. I'm going to let that heat up at 425. And then I'm going to cut my toppings up real quick. I've already got some diced up onions there in the back. And we got a few different things we're going to throw on here. And I did go out and I got to pick some herbs out of the garden tonight. So I got that going for me too, which is nice. The herb garden is coming along really well. I've got oregano and basil out there. I'm just using, I didn't want to mess with my my regular or my Italian basil, so I just went with my sweet basil because I don't want to pick off the other ones yet. They're not ready. So, but I'm going to dress this up as best as I possibly can. And generally, I brought these out for like when people come over for the games and stuff, and a lot of times they're like, man, did you order? Or did you make this homemade? And I'm like, no, it's just a Jack's frozen pizza that's dressed up. I like those herb shelves. I have a homestead in New Mexico. Very cool. Very cool. I would like to have a homestead somewhere. But I was a farm. I did the farm thing for a long time. I kind of grew up in that environment. We lived in the middle of nowhere on a farm, so I get how that goes. We had all of that stuff. We didn't have a lot of animals. My parents were never big on the animal thing. But we never needed it. We always had butchers and cattle farms and everything right around the corner. Chickens, whatever. We did have sheep for a while. But that was they weren't ours. There was somebody who rented out one of our pastures, and they did sheep. I think that's probably enough green pepper, so we'll toss that off to the side. Let's see, Greg, I paid $5 for mine and an offer up. What did you get for $5? You got your pizza pan for $5? Man, that's great. Yeah. Somebody, Jay Justice, you guys know Jay Justice, he's a regular here, bounces in and out for the live streams. He just showed me he got a field skillet, number 8 field, for $15 at a garage sale this weekend. So yeah, pizza pan, that's what I thought you were talking about. That's very cool, man. $5. Man, I hope you ran quick, because you stole that. And then, let me see here, I've got our herbs out. I didn't grab a whole bunch. Let me get where is my little, there it is, my little peeler for the herbs. But I just grabbed a little bit of my Greek oregano for this. And hopefully this works like it always does. Sometimes I don't have great luck with stuff working. My stripper here, in a good way. I love these little garden shear stripper things I got. They work really good when I don't mess it up completely, but we'll set that off to the side too. And then I've got just a little bit of sweet basil. I'm just going to make one pizza is all I'm going to do. Because like I said, I had no intention of coming on tonight, so anybody who does show up, I'm really glad you are here. So we can have some cast iron fun on Cast Iron Wednesday. Happy Cast Iron Wednesday to everybody. What a score. Yeah, $5. Yeah. $15. And you know, that's a topic I wanted to talk about a little bit. I think I think this year, for people who don't usually go to garage sales but are collectors, I think this is going to be a summer, because that's not the only one person I've seen that's really come off with some good scores with finding like high-end cast iron, modern stuff. I think we're going to find what I like to call a lot of the COVID cooks that were out there that maybe got some of this higher end cast iron during the pandemic, and then, you know, they didn't cook with it anymore. And I think this is gonna be a year, because I've talked to several people who have ran into that already this year, where they found another buddy of mine found a Stargazer number 10 already, or no, Stargazer number 8 at a garage sale. And James Justice, we were just talking about you, buddy. Good to see you. And maybe people who got pissed at Smith. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of those kind of things where people are, you know, they've gotten these skillets and then they didn't use them. And I think this year's going to be the year where we see a lot of that. And that's going to be something. I know that, you know, like I said earlier, in a couple, your ears were burning, Jane? Yeah, they were right this time. If they were burning, buddy, they were right. But anyway, yeah, I think this year is going to be one of those years, because it doesn't happen very often. And when I hear about it twice in the same week, and what was the other one? There was somebody found something else, and I'm trying to think of what the heck it was. It'll come to me. Oh, it was a Le Creuset. It was a Le Creuset Dutch oven. One of the flame red ones. Somebody else that I know, a lady I know, she got one at a garage sale for $20. And I mean, those things, I like Le Creuset. I don't have much of it, but for somebody, I mean, to find something like that for $20, and she even, just like with Jay Justice, she said the same thing about she went to the people that had it, was having the garage sale, and said, hey, I feel bad, you know, this is like, you know, a lot, you know, this is a really pricey item to be getting rid of for $20. And it had the box, it had the styrofoam, it had everything in there, the paper. And they said, no, we just want it out of here. And that's exactly what happened to Jay. And let's see, number Goodwill store last month. Man, William, that is a score, dude. Everybody's finding good scores. Everybody's finding good scores right now, but me. But that's the way it goes. I found a lot of BSR last summer for cheap. I got like 4 or 5 BSR pieces last summer, and I bet I didn't pay, including the Dutch oven that's sitting, or the chicken fryer over on the stove, and I didn't spend $50 for all 5 pieces altogether. So I guess last year was my year. Get you guys going over here a little bit. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna break out the pizza. Break the pizza out, and we're gonna get that topped. Because the fun part for me isn't just making them, but it's pulling it out. That's the fun part. I love looking at how well these pizzas come out. But let me grab my pizza so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, this is one of the pizzas that I get, and it comes in a 4-pack from Sam's Club. And these are so much better than the ones you get from the grocery store, like singles. Like, all the stuff isn't all to one side. It actually has sauce on it. They actually look kind of like a frozen pizza, because I know it. If I go like to the grocery store and I get a Jack's pizza, it's got like 3 pieces of pepperoni on it, 3 or 4 pieces of pepperoni on it. It's all, the sauce is all like over here. The other stuff, it's got like big spots where there's nothing on it. But if you get when I get those 4-packs from Sam's, and these are only, I get 4 of these pizzas for $10.99, and I don't think I've ever been disappointed. I had one that was broke, but that was probably my fault, because I just have one deep freezer, like a the floor style, and I do tend to stack a lot of stuff on it. So there we go. There's that. Let's see here. Throw that way. Should have moved my trash can over a little bit, but like I said, it's kind of a surprise for him. So anyway, so we're going to open up our mushrooms. My can of mushrooms. I always get the Pennsylvania Dutch. That's where it's at. If you're going to get a can of mushroom, get the Pennsylvania Dutch. I love those things. I've always had good luck with these too. Drain this can off real quick. See what everybody's talking about. Let's see. I like getting Kirkland brand frozen pizza. I've never had that, Rick. I don't know if they have that where I am. Let me see. I got a Le Creuset 2-quart croquette for 15. My go-to rice pot. Yeah, you know I want a Le Creuset 2-quart really bad, and a 3-quart. I'm thinking about since oh Tom, I don't disappoint. I don't disappoint, my friend. I'm thinking about now that that Lodge is stopping doing their enamelware. I want to get one of those. So yeah, I like a supreme pizza, Tom. That's how I roll. But yeah, but Le Creuset, I mean, we have an outlet for Le Creuset about an hour, a little over an hour from here, in an outlet mall, and that's where I got last year. I got the my teapot, but it's not cast iron. It's enameled stainless steel. But the Le Creuset stuff is, I mean, if you're a food nerd like I am, especially a cookware nerd like I am, having a little Le Creuset is, you know, I mean, most people don't know when they come to your house that that's what it is, but you know, it's definitely showpiece. And some of the stuff they do is really cool. Like, you know, I want to, like my pie bird, you know, just the pie bird that I got that's Le Creuset is a pretty cool little piece. And it makes, you know, when you do pictures of things, or you're doing, like, have people over, it's kind of nice to have a cool little centerpiece, like, you know, the Harry Potter pie birds, or, you know, things like that. Let's see. And I like a good kitchen gadget. Those in Desco where, yeah, 100%. Let me see. No, I'll get jalapenos. Not for me. Not for me. Let's see here. Get these on here. I like a good bit of mushrooms on mine too. And since we've got plenty of time, we're only, I don't know, what time is it? We're only 20 minutes into the program so far. But I like a lot of mushrooms. And for whatever reason, you know, sometimes with frozen pizzas, you can't go crazy with the toppings. But these Jack's pizzas, I guess probably because the you know, it's such a thin crust pizza. But I can really go fairly crazy on the toppings with these and not have any issues. So we get I can smell that pizza pan getting hot. I love that about cast iron. If you don't, you know, you have dedicated pans like that, like this, you know, basically that's my pizza. You know, I just do pizzas on that. And as it's heating up, it smells like pizza. Kind of like the number 6 Wagner that I always cook, bake cakes and stuff in. Little onion on here, just some white onion. Nothing too crazy. And I was having a discussion about onions the other day, of all things. But as a kid, we still do, or in my area, we grow a lot of onions. And I grew up about an hour away from a town that was called Vandalia, Ohio. And where I was from, everybody said Vandalia onions. So I don't know if that was just a common misconception of where I grew up, but everybody called them a Vandalia onion. So I always thought that Vandalias or Vidalia onions were actually Vandalia onions. And I just found out, like, not more than about a year ago, Vidalia onions are actually grown in Georgia, and there is a specific difference in those. Let's see here. Before I top them on the pizza, do you? Yeah, that'd be good too. Why are mushrooms? Is the price too high? No, no. I just like I use both, and I have canned mushrooms here, and we didn't have a planned live. I don't know what your handle is on here, but yeah, that's why. Yeah, I can afford fresh mushrooms, and they're not that high. Mushrooms are pretty cheap. Mushrooms are very cheap. Or this time of year, I can find them. We have white mushrooms that grow wild this time of year, and then they'll grow again in the fall. And we get huge ones, huge white mushrooms. I love them. Usually grow by pine trees. So if you've got the white mushrooms with the pink gills underneath, and they got to have gills, they can't be flat. You probably 99% probably have just a big version of the mushrooms you get at the store. But you know, don't take my word on everything for a mushroom. I don't want to be responsible for somebody eating the wrong thing. But where I live, the mushrooms are fairly easy to identify and forage. So we have morel mushrooms here, which is also pretty nice. Because if you've never had a morel mushroom, they are probably, as far as mushrooms goes, they're the best mushrooms I've ever had in my life. And they grow here by the absolute, you can just find hundreds and hundreds of them at a time. Let me see. The kind with no vegetarian dishes at all. The kind, oh, maybe I missed something. Yeah, morels are the best. They are, I mean, garlic, a little bit of butter, and you have some really, really delicious, something really good to eat right there. That's no joke. So just a little bit of Italian seasoning on here. Not much, because I'm going to put that back on top because it looks nice. And then, okay, so that's up to temperature. I'm thinking, is that all I'm going to put on there? I think that's all I'm going to put on there. Let me put my lid back on there. I'll probably snack on the rest of those mushrooms. Let's see. Oh, I got to get the cheese. I don't care for the smell. Yeah, it's not for everybody, man. Why is this canned? I have no idea. The mushrooms, because they're canned. They come in a can. That's how you know they're canned mushrooms. They come in cans. Yeah. I thought we probably eliminated that the last time. But we have fresh mushrooms. Do you have a vegetable market there? Yes. It's still the price. I have no idea. But yeah, we have farmers markets every weekend. Anyway, channeling Val, BBCR, please stay tuned. Okay, right? Okay. Yeah, let me see here. Cynthia froze. Oh no. Let's see. You agree with Rick on the mushrooms, Bob? Yeah. And the other thing that I did on the last time I did this, I used finely shredded cheese, and that didn't go. It just didn't come out. It browned too quick. So I went with the other one I usually get, which is the thicker, low moisture cheese. That seems to do a lot better. And with frozen pizza, I don't have any problem not getting to the edge line too much, because the cheese will melt out that way. And if I put too much cheese on it once, then or put too much cheese toward the end, it just ends up on the pan. So I'm not gonna worry about that too much. So we're pretty cool with this. We kind of pat it down just a little bit. Down just a little bit. Plus I'm doing this with my glasses on, so it's good to read the let's see, yeah, a little more meat would be perfect. You know, I like if I was planning to do this, I would have done Italian sausage on that. I do like that. I do like, what is your, for the person that said a little more meat would be perfect, what's your handle mean? Because it seems to be in Japanese or Korean, something like that. Let's see, and then we'll throw just a little bit more. That way I can say who I'm talking to. Let's see, a little bit more Italian seasoning on there for the look. We'll do 1 dehydrated pepper from the garden. Nice cayenne on top for the look. I like just doing that, just to have it on there. Let's see, there we go. Crush up the rest and just toss on there. A little bit of color. And then we'll throw our fresh oregano and basil on here. Let's see. Is this cheese too much and calorie too high? Is the cheese too much, calorie too high? No. Because this is my cheat. When I do these lives, this is my cheat. These are my cheat meals for the week. So I don't care what the calories are. Let's see. A little bit of that on there. And then I'll just take and dump that into the oven. Throw that cheese on there. I think that looks pretty decent. That doesn't look too bad. Okay, so we're just going to throw that in there. Like I said, I'm at 425 with nothing on the pan at all. No oil, no flour, no none of that. And then we'll set my timer. Now normally these take like 13 minutes to make. It's like a 13 to 15 minute pizza depending on your stove. Let's see. It'll take on the cast iron. It takes a little bit longer, and it will. It takes about 19-20 minutes, and you can do that. Let's see. I don't put so much cheese on my own pizza. Oh, okay. That's why pizza is so much different. I missed that thing. Could somebody put the thing about the Pickleware trivet back up there? Again, Handsome Stone. I think that was you. I missed it on my feed. Badger, do you hang your peppers on a thread to dry? No, I am going to this year because I figured out how to do it the right way, Bob. But these are just done in the dehydrator. So I didn't know if somebody had a I didn't know if somebody had a trivet, a Pickle favorite trivet, or knew where they were selling them. I'm actually trying to buy. I'm trying to work with somebody right now to get a Pickle favorite lid. Right now, so I'm trying to find the little things. There's a few Pickle favorite things that I want just for the basic set that I'm looking for. Like I'm trying to find a nice Dutch oven, the smiley face, with a trivet, and a number. What's it? Number 2, and what was the other thing I was just talking about? Oh, and a number 9, and I'm looking for a number 9. Yeah, thanks, Rick. Yeah, guys, please hit the thumbs up. That would be great. Let's see. I can't find a picture of the number 9 trivet or one at all. They should have number 9 trivets. They should definitely have the number 9 trivet. But that was one thing, Handsome Stone. Not sorry, you guys are just staring at the cardboard paper here, but I was looking stuff up in my catalog, my Pickleware catalog today, and I'll even actually show you this, my Pickleware catalog. I was looking at my favorite Hollowware catalog today because I was making sure the lid that I was looking at was the right lid that I needed, and lids and trivets are not in there. So, yeah, this is my dinner. No, Fuzz it might be, where's the Beaks is sleeping, Rick. It's been a rainy day, and it seems like, man, rain every day, that dog. But I guarantee you though, Rick, when the pizza comes out, the Beaks will be out for pizza. definitely. I can't find, but yeah, the trivet. I'm like 99% sure that you can get a number 9 trivet for. Actually, I'm 100% sure Handsome Stone you can get one. They had a, let's see, if you have a favorite waffle iron on the way, they had it listed as Stover, but pictured as if was a favorite. Yeah, with the favorite waffle iron, I'm holding out for the Sun logo with the metal, with the Alaska handles. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm not looking for anything less than that. I don't want wooden handles for that at all. Yeah, the beads will be out here, I would say, in 15 minutes and 26 seconds. But I wanted to show you something that I ordered a skillet off of eBay the other day, and this is one of the things I wanted to show you guys what you should look out for when you're buying something off a line, because I didn't get got, I got myself. And so my misfortune is should be your guys's, so you guys don't make the same mistake I did. I went to have breakfast. It's after 8 o'clock in the morning here. Oh, okay. So you're on the other side. You're on the other side. New Zealand. So you must be in New Zealand. Let's see. I want to swear. Let's see. Beagle is in makeup studying lines for the show. Yeah. She definitely, well, before the show, she went out and powdered her nose. But anyway, let me go grab that skillet that I want to show you guys real quick, and I'll be right back. Give me 10 seconds. Now here's what I got. And this, if you guys can't see it, I'll wait and see if you guys get a good look at it or not. But, okay, so this I got off of eBay, a number 9 dual logo Wagner, right? But what I didn't realize till I got it home and I cleaned it up a little bit is that it is plated. And this is one of those that seems to be plated on the inside. Now I'm going to clean it up and see how it goes, and I'm going to run. I got a buddy of mine that's a metallurgist, and he said that he has tests to where you can put it in there and you can test and see if that's exactly, but a lot of that has come off. I haven't cleaned it up. I cleaned it up just enough to show you guys, but I didn't realize, because I got this for just like, it was a steal on eBay, and it was only $9 to ship. Okay, so, you know, it was like, I want to say 12, 13 bucks, and then $9 to ship. And to be a number 9, I was like, man, I could definitely use it. Even with the pitting on the back, just as a user, I thought this would be really cool to have. I got it back, and then I got it here, I opened it up, and it was pretty dirty. And I gave it like a scrub down. Let's see, got a little bit of rust up here on the top. It's probably from sitting next to the other skillets that are out there waiting to get done. But anyway, so when I bought it, I was like, man, I didn't know. I contacted the seller and I was like, hey, you know, I didn't know it was nickel plated, and you know, or I didn't know it was a plated skillet. And I said, that wasn't in your advertisement as being nice. So he was, I don't know. He goes, but if you pay for the shipping, I'll take it back and refund you the money. And, you know, I'm thinking, well, I got to spend, since I didn't buy it, I have to do full price shipping, which is about $25, to get back $25 that I spent on the skillet. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of stuck with it or whatever, but I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with it. I'm pretty positive that the inside is completely plated, and it's got, if what I can see and you can see, at the same time. A lot of it's worn off. Now, a lot of times with Wagner, when I first started kind of peeling off the layers of the outside, a lot of times Wagner isn't plated on the inside. Pickle favorites never plated on the inside, and on the inside of the cooking surface. So I thought I'd be all right, and then I get more into it, and I'll be damned if I don't think that that's it. I know it is. It's 100% plated on the inside, and when plating comes off like that, I don't know about you guys, but that kind of weirds me out just a little bit. Fuzz fork. It's not Thursday. It's not Thursday. Oh man, I'm on the wrong day. Thanks for telling me. I'm gonna wrap this up then. Fuzz fork saves the day again. Let's see. I wouldn't give it back. Is the plating bad? Is the plating a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing. I just when it starts to come off, it kind of weirds me out a little bit. But I don't think it'd be a bad. I don't think there's a bad thing wrong with it. It just kind of, I just wonder how much of that comes off when you use it. But I don't know. I'll clean it up and see what happens. But that was just one of the things that I wanted to kind of show you guys tonight. It's sometimes a good deal on online isn't always a good deal. Because, I mean, I would have paid, maybe 35, 45 bucks altogether for a pan like this if I found it in the wild, just to have it, to use it. Just to have a dual logo, even with the pitting. I mean, it's still, you can make a flip off. If I got it for 35 bucks, I would be happy with that. But, just saying, just something to kind of kill the time here for a minute, And when you're looking for somebody, this was my other point that I was going to try and make, is if you're looking for stuff on there, make sure that they do returns. Sometimes you can find, it's hard to find, but if you get really good sellers, a lot of times they'll do free returns. So just in case there's a miscommunication, I don't even know if I would have bothered the guy for 20 some bucks about a return, but it was kind of his bad because you can't, it was his bad that he didn't have it in there, but that it was plated, but it was also, I understand that he didn't know because it was really crusty and musty till I took that first layer off of it. Yeah. Let me see. Builder. I'm just trying to catch up on you guys'. Normally I don't have a lot of time to look at. I don't have the time to look at the comments as much, but anyway. But I just figured I thought I'd show that to you. I mean, overall, it's a cool pan. It's a cool pan, and I didn't have. I've got some other dual logo nationals, but I don't have a 9. So even if it's it'll get some use. Somebody will use it. And plus there's always people that are over here and they're like, got anything for sale? I could always sell them this. So anyway, let's see, Bill Andy, no excuses. No, you're right, no excuses. Let's see here. And hey, welcome to the surprise Wednesday night. Usually I do this tomorrow. Did you get notified until you emailed? Let's see. It's not warped nor cracked. Let's go. Yeah, it's not warped or cracked. It sits dead flat. Well, it's hard to hold on. Yeah, because my countertop has a little bevel in it, so it's not a good one to show that on. But I hold the thing down. Yeah, it's not warped or cracked at all. So anyway, but yeah. So anyway, I'll keep it around. I'll find something to do with it. Somebody will pick it up. Because I get people in and out of the house all the time. They're like, hey, do you got anything to sell? And I'm like, yeah, I'll sell you this. Let me see. It's not warped or cracked. Let's go. I'm just going back through. Sorry, guys. Does it not need welded? Count your blessings, right? 100%. Gotta love a dual logo. Yeah, I'd like to find. I've been also had my eye out to find some dual favorite wear. The Miami and regular. The Miami and the with the dual logo, the favorite Miami one with the in the diamond. I think that's a cool logo. But I've never found one. I found one in the wild and it was like 130 bucks. Somebody thought they didn't realize it was just made out of cast iron. They must have thought it was made of gold. We're having a great time, brother. Good, Bill Andy. Glad you're here. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. Because right until I hit 500, I'm whorishly asking people to hit the subscribe. Yeah, the Miami favorite ones are cool, man. I really dig on those a lot. I had a guy bring me one not too long ago. He brought me a 9 to restore, and I almost hated to give him it back. I got a dual. Handsome Stone says I got a dual logo Pickle Miami 9. Oh, very cool. Yeah, that's what I just redid one for a guy about a month ago, 3 weeks maybe. Let's see where we're at on our timer. We're at 5 minutes, so that's where I start checking it. Yeah, it's got just a few more minutes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy. The reason I like Pickleware so much is the Art Deco look to it is one, but they just for in my kitchen they work. They just work so good. It's also most people do thank you. We will not sub. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, that's great. But I also and I love trolls, Bill Andy. So show up and comment as much as you'd like. I absolutely love trolls. Let me see. All of your 9s to Cynthia. Send all my 9s to Cynthia? Yeah. Cynthia, do you not have any 9s at all? I'm just wondering. Let's see. I like the way to pickle. I do too. It's like Ronald Coward. I love the way to pickle. It's like right in the middle. It's like it's not too thin to where like when you heat it up, it moves, but it's thin enough that like I love making steak in mine. And this one that I have on the very back burner, that best to cook in. I mean that thing just never leaves my stove. I have to really rotate it out. And I know you guys would love to see some of me cooking some of the other stuff that I have, but I just don't. It just sits there. I love making everything. I've already used it once. I did tuna steaks for lunch, and I used it to make my tuna steaks in today. Mud's trying to fix. Yeah, I've seen that. Beaks can and 1 and 5. She'll be out here. I'm telling you, once that pizza's done, Rick, she's gonna be out here. Bob Hughes, I have 2 dual logo 7s, Miami. Oh shit! Could you put that one up again, Bob? I'm sorry. Pickleware is so nice and thin. Yeah. All I saw was you had 2 7s of the. Was that the dual logos? Yeah, and that's probably those are probably kind of hard to come by, just being the size and all. Let me give this another check. I don't want to be looking because I hate looking at this, but because I know I'm not cooking, but I got to get that right. Pickleware so nice and thin. Yeah, they are fantastic. I have a small block Grizz number 9. I got a $10. My only Grizz skillet. Yeah, William Hurt. I don't have a lot of Griswold either. I'm sort of an under one with Miami on top. Yeah, you have the economy one that's hard to find too. Yeah, that was actually Miami was actually the trivia question I did a couple weeks ago for some free cast iron cure, and one with favorite on the top. Yeah, that's the dual logo that I Oh, so one with my so they're switched. I gotcha. Very cool. That is very cool, and they're both 7s, huh? Man, I'm just nerding out. Let me put this skillet back, wash my hands, and then I'll be right back. We'll start thinking about pulling this thing out. Sorry, just had to come off here real quick and I'll wash my hands after playing around with that. Iron. So that thing is pretty nasty. Let me see here. Martin Boring Stove and Range. You find it boring? See, that's how I feel with BSR. I think they're good skillets, but they're so hard to date, and they don't have a lot on the back. I'm just kind of like that I've got a few BSRs, and I just don't collect them because they're hard to date, and BSR skillet. They're a great skillet. That one, my chicken fryer is fantastic. But other than being an early etched, hand scribed Red Mountain, I couldn't tell you anything about it. Grizz no longer matters. Yeah, Griswalds are great. I mean, the little bit of Griswold I have is cool. And I've had some small logo Griswold, and I didn't keep it. Because to me it was the newer stuff. The one I had, the small logo that I had, was just the same as having a Wagner, for the most part. Let me get out my pizza cutter. My other pizza cutter. Yeah, I have, well, that chicken fryer that I used to do all the deep frying last week, that's the Red Mountain Cynthia. I have the Red Mountain chicken fryer. I've got a number 7-8 skillet, one of the Century 7/8s. I've got one of those. I've got another Century 7. I've got an 8 Red Mountain, number 8. And I've got at least one BSR number 3 Century. So I don't know how many I just named off, and I have what I think is a Century. I have a BSR lid, but I'm not sure if it's a BSR lid or not. So yeah. So I've got some. I don't have much. I don't know how many that is that I just rattle off. Let's see. Honey said you got tons. My only other Grizz is is that William Hurt? Are you doing the famous when you're talking to somebody on the phone? Hey, just one more thing. That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm talking to somebody on the phone. I'm always like, last thing I say is, "Hey, one more thing," and then I hang up. I do logo on the back. The logo's not everything, right? But they're still great skillets. I mean, Griswolds are great. I mean, everybody that I know a lot of people collect them, and I know people that have a big set of Griswold to me. They're nice. They're definitely nice. Especially, one thing I don't have, which I would like to have, is one of the old Eries. I don't have any of those. I have 0 old Eries, and I'd love to have one. I'd like to find one. One of my, not actually like a, one of the skillets that I've always wanted to get was one of the Eries that have the maker mark on it with the anchor on it, because I kind of have a lot of anchor stuff around here. But yeah, the anchor one I've really wanted to. I've always wanted to pick one of those up, or any of them that have the maker's mark on them, to be really honest. So we got this, we got that. But the pizza is just taking a couple extra minutes because they know that the oven knows sometimes, I think, when I'm doing lives, and it likes to mess with me, because normally this would have been done about 3 minutes ago at the same temperature. And I wouldn't have to be looking at it all the time. I want that just to go just a little bit longer, maybe a minute. Let's put the timer on for a minute. And it doesn't help that I keep opening the damn lid. See, you got to pony up for those maker marks. Yeah, you got to pony up for the maker's marks. That's for sure. Even, I've got a couple nationals, just the regular national logo, and even just to have the ones that have the star on them. I mean, you're adding, sometimes if somebody knows what it is, you'll add 10, 20 bucks just for that star. There's White Mountain Girl. There's my girl. Good to see you, sweetie. Hanify S. Shabul says hi. Hi, Hanif. What's up, buddy? Let me see. Your typing is fine. Thanks, Cynthia. That's funny. Glad you made it, kid. Yeah. Let's see, I picked up a crusty old pan after stripped Heavenly Sounds, and Eerie number 7 came out. Then a crack in the side. Not big, but not big enough I could make a brownie in it. There you go. I found one. My mom had been looking last summer. My mom had been looking for a light skillet. You know, she's kind of older and she has a glass top stove, and she was looking for one. And I found a national with a star on it, and I got it for $5 at a garage sale or Goodwill. I can't remember which one now. Now watch, you guys. I didn't put anything on this, and that pizza slips right off. No problem. No problem. There we go. Turn that off. Leave the door open. I think that looks pretty good. I think that doesn't look like a frozen pizza to me. Let's see. Hey, Radagast, what's up? But I forgot what I was talking about. The pizza throw. Oh, I got my mom that national skillet with the star on it, and that was the only one that I've ever restored. It came out restored up, looked nice, and on the very second seasoning, usually a lot of times I just do one seasoning and I go, but I was like, it's my mom. I'm gonna do 3 rounds of seasoning on it and get her all fixed up, and I'll be damned if on the first or second time around, I know the second time around, it cracked. It's the only skillet I've ever had crack in the stove, and I got it from my mom. She kept it anyway, because it was just a little hairline crack, and she doesn't use it very much, and it was for, she doesn't use it much, but she kept it. And I've offered to get her another one, and she's like, no, I like that one. I'm like, okay, you got it. You like it, you got it. So we'll cut that. Oh, I want to throw just a little bit more Italian seasoning on top of there. Just a smidge more. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good. We'll give it the old Dave Portnoy. We'll do the Dave Portnoy score. This is going to be hot, though. I need to get my drink. I'll give it a second. I'll get my drink out and ready to go while I'm waiting for that to cool down just a smidge. Yeah, I think the fresh herbs look pretty decent. My pieces of that 3-6. I'll give it another cut right there. There we go. There we go. All right. That is some steamy hot pizza. Make sure it's all. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I eat that. Let's see. Handsome Stone, get it welded with a nickel rod. Yeah, and I offered to do that for her too, Rick, and she didn't care. She's like, I'll just take it away. She didn't care. She just likes the way it is. But she's like me. She likes, kind of beat up stuff with patina on it. Did it crack from just 500 degrees or less oven heat? Yeah, I don't usually go to 500 unless I'm actually doing straight avocado oil or just straight grapeseed. I did that with cast iron cure, and cast iron cure for me in my stove is right around 465. But I never tell people exactly where to do it. I try to stay right between 450 and 475 when I tell people how to use cast iron cure. But everybody's kitchen's different, so it's hard for me to say what works best in your kitchen. It's best to just kind of play around with it. And I was thinking about this today because I got some wax from another bee farm 2 weekends ago, and I was testing it out, and I realized I have not done or used regular oil to season my pans or just condition my pan daily. I've used cast iron cure for so long that I don't even know. I mean, because it just works. It works. I mean, I'm not trying to plug my product or anything, but it works so well, especially just as the daily conditioner. I never get any stickiness with it. I never get anything like, if you pile up, so much on anything, you'll get sticky. But I just don't get anything sticky, and I've just become so accustomed to using the cast iron cure that I just don't use anything else anymore at all. Hey, Smoking Bears, what's up? Good job on your chicken salad. If Rusty ate it, it had to be good. Yeah, thanks, James. Jay Justice, appreciate that. Greg Hart, yeah, man. I mean, it's one of those things. Cast iron cure for me is just, it's not just a product that I make, and I'm just trying to shove some snake oil off on people. I mean, that's why I've continued to make it since 2019, is I just honestly believe it, that it works really good. It just really works so well, and I like the way the pans come out when they do it. I like that golden. If you guys have also noticed, the guys out there in the chat that have used it, do you notice your skillets come out at a golden brown and then darken up to a nice black after that, after you've been using it? Because that's for me. Let's see, channel or Kia Chris or cast iron Chris I made one with beeswax and Crisco. Works darker, quicker. Yeah, it just seems to darken up really nice. And I've been using it for so long. Made your Wagner look amazing. Yeah, great. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Smoking Bears, that's great, man. I mean, I wouldn't plug something on my channel that I didn't use and I didn't like. Take my gum out of my mouth. But yeah, let's see. Let's give this the old Dave Portnoy. Let's see. We got zero flop. It's a good looking pizza. It's bar pie. It's definitely bar pie. The undercarriage, very nice. Very nice. It's not New Haven, but I've never had New Haven anyway, so I don't know. Oh, I told you somebody'd be in here running as soon as the pizza came. Look who we got. Look who's out here. Well, now you're not in the picture anymore. What are you doing, silly? Come over here, big dog. Cue the beagle. Come here. You want some pizza? All right, come here. Okay. There you go. Good job. The beach, yeah. We'll do a couple tricks. We're just hanging out, and this kind of went pretty fast. What time? It's not even 9 o'clock yet. For me. Over this way. Here, can you sit and give me that paw? Thank you. There you go. Let's see. Let me show you here. Can you speak? Can you speak? Arf? Can you speak? Come on, we've been working on speak. Come on. Speak. No, sit. Can you speak? Can you speak? Speak. Oh, you're gonna knock my camera over. Come here. Come here, sit. You're doing all of them, just not the right one. Oh, yeah, I'll give you. Oh, you made it. That's fine. I think it also depends on the pan. I have Lodge, as black as night and smooth as ice, and I have, which is much more. Yeah, it's 100% handsome stone. It's always the makeup of what the pan is. I mean, this stuff. I mean, you had a lot more pig iron in your other stuff than you do now. You know, most of this stuff we're getting today is brake pads. I mean, Burrow Furnace made that's their whole thing is brake pads. I need to get something to drink. The Bigs, she does need her own show. The Bigs' thing is that when it's time for the camera, she has a little bit of it. She doesn't show up all the time. She doesn't always show for the camera. Because normally she's a pretty good dog. But anytime If I, like, when we get off of here, if I told her to sit and speak, she'd sit and speak. I'm not even thinking about it. Without even thinking about it, she would sit and speak. But not when the camera's rolling. It's just not, it's not in her wheelhouse. Oop. Squeeze a little lemon in there, or a little lime. Had to have something cold with that pizza. Yeah, she's not. She's retired from the band members. She's from the Village People. She got one the other day. I was trying to do one where she did the Isaac and Tony. If you guys have ever seen the kind of the viral videos that they go around where the animals say yell at each other, and one's name, I think his name's Isaac, and the other one's named Tony. And I got one of her almost the other day with the squirrel that she hates so bad. These squirrels, she's in constant war with the squirrels. And I had her, I almost had her to, it was almost timed out perfect, and then she moved. Hey, Mercy B, what's up? Good to see you. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. So, but yeah, she does, I've tried a few different videos with her, and she just sometimes gets it and does it. We'll try, do you think maybe you can speak this time? You think because there's pepperoni on this piece. I really think for pepperoni you could speak. When my dog hits, they are running full speed trying to catch squirrels. Yeah, this dog and these squirrels. And the other thing, she watches the birds. But the other thing is we've got rabbits living out back, and I have to be careful with the rabbits. Oh, you're already into it, huh? Well, sit. Can you speak? Arf. 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 Come on. You're killing me here. You're killing me, Smalls. Come on. There you go. That's good enough. Badger, will you have a live on Thursday? Yeah, I'm still doing dirty burgers tomorrow. I'm going to do dirty burgers, and Delfino Cordova. Hey, good to see you. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Did you make? Yes, I did make that pizza. I made the pizza. Sort of. I made half of the pizza. Let's see, where are we at? Oh yeah, it's in there. Yeah, tomorrow night is going to be dirty burgers. And tomorrow will be the Trailer Park Boys dirty burgers, a la Badger, and so is that the other live going to? Is that other live going tonight? No, mine's not. I have 9 of them on DVDs. Yeah, you know the funny thing is when I saw these dirty burgers, Fuzz, I didn't. I hadn't watched Trailer Park Boys in a while. And so it was fun to sort of, for the minimal amount of research that I do for my channel, it was kind of cool to just sit and watch some Trailer Park Boys and have a couple beers the last couple days. She poses for the pics, yeah. Yeah, she does pose. Let me see. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just sitting here reading the comments. Plus, I'm trying to make sure when I rip these pieces off, I'm not giving there's like cayenne peppers like right there, and pepper rings right here and right here. I'm trying to make sure the dog doesn't get a pepper ring. Do you have dogs or cats, Rick? One of the things, Fuzz, that I get a kick out of is, you know, Trailer Park Boys are Canadian, so the one videos of Bubbles hanging out with Rush doing covers, but he's still in the character for for bubbles. That's hilarious. That's one of my all-time favorites. One of my all-time favorites. Drinking my mineral water, or my fancy bubbly waters. You want to try again? For a sit? Just sit. Speak. Speak. Man, you are killing me tonight. But I'll take a spin. I'll take a good spin, though. She... I threw lime in it. I threw lime in it, and usually vanilla, lime and vanilla, or just I like coconut extract in it too. Yeah, but I'm trying to watch my figure. Between shoulder surgery a couple years ago and then taking this year off to not work, except for home, the Badger's gotten a little, what my dad liked to call portly. And usually I'm in pretty darn good shape, but this past year I've kind of let myself go, and I didn't realize it till not too long ago. German Shepherds are your favorite? We had a German Shepherd growing up, Fuzz. I loved it. Queenie. Yeah, Badger's getting a little fluffy. I noticed it the other day we were getting ready to go to, I was getting ready to go to my daughter's graduation ceremony last weekend, and I went to go put my suit on, my good suit, not just a regular suit, but my good suit, and there wasn't me getting into that thing with Vaseline and a shoehorn. And I've always been like, even, with I drink, I have drinks, and I used to smoke till about 4 or 5 years ago. But even when, with all that, I always try to stay in good shape. So, it's pretty unusual for me to be out of shape, actually. So, there's been a little bit, there's been some weightlifting and some walking, and this weather is not doing too much for my steps each day. I'm about ready to tar and feather my weather guy who constantly says 50% chance of whatever, rain. Excuse me. You're just how we expand when we are hot. Yeah, I wouldn't, I don't know. That's a good one though, Handsome Stone. I never thought about that. I'm just hot. Let's see. Human body, mostly water. He's not fluffy. He's flooded. Yeah, exactly, man. But I was bummed out. I ended up going to my daughter's. I ended up going to my daughter's graduation in a pair of cargo shorts and a hoodie. Sean Quinn, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. We'll be doing this, and Sean will be doing this again tomorrow at the same time, 8 o'clock. We're making Trailer Park Boy chip cart dirty burgers. But as I sit here and bitch about being fat, I'm sitting here eating pizza, loaded pizza at like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, 100%. Mercy B, don't get me wrong, I like animals, so I just don't want to take care of them. I had no intention of ever getting another pet. My last daughter just graduated high school. We had dogs, we had cats, we had fish, we had, not hamsters, what are they called, chinchillas. We had all this stuff. My middle daughter still has the chinchillas. She still has her chinchillas from when she was in high school. But I didn't plan on keeping my dog. I got her because she was in kind of a spot, And then I was gonna rehome her, but now she just, for whatever reason, this silly dog that doesn't know how to speak, yeah, you don't know how to speak, kind of grew on me. So I'm keeping her. I kept her around. In the coop. In the coop. Need a coop for Mercy. Mercy, I live alone. The animals give me a purpose. I get a purpose to get out of bed in the morning. Yeah, not this dog, Fuzz. If my purpose was to get out of bed when this dog gets out of bed, this dog gets up and goes outside, runs around for a minute, and then goes right back to bed, and she'll sleep. Like when I was working, when I was working last year and I had her, I used to feel bad that I wasn't here during the day. I'd come home, and I was luckily I could come home at lunch and let her out every day. And I worked 8 hours, 4 days a week, and then 4 hours on Friday. So I only put 4 days in a week, but for the most part. But then once I quit working, and I still get up fairly early in the morning, and I take her out and everything else. And then I take her out she never wants to go out until the same time. I have to make her, go out. And then, in the afternoon about when I would get back, that's usually when she wants to go out again. So, the rest of the day she's sleeping. If we're not doing something, she's sleeping. I keep hearing dad bods are in. I got one. Ladies not lining up. I don't get it. I don't either. Handsome Stone, I have no idea about it at all. None. Let me see here. Let's read. I'm surprised I haven't eaten more of this pizza. All I had today was tuna, a couple small tuna steaks, and a little bit of corn. But I can't complain about my weight too much. I had abs till I was like 50, 51, and that wasn't that long ago. And I think my jeans were 30. They were either 30 or 32. One or the other till I was like 50, 51. Something like that. Val, what's up? How are you? Glad you could make it. Still alive and breathing. Yeah, those are two things that two high priorities on a thing you should look for in a woman. Alive and breathing is definitely, I guess at a certain point after that, everything else is just kind of, it's kind of frosting on the cake. Yeah, I'm glad you could make it, Val. Hate her husband, hubby. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, Kevin Mong. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Glad you could make it. And we are, for everybody who just popped in, because there has been people just sort of popping in and out on this feed, and they're, we will be doing the same. We will be still having a show again tomorrow, and that'll be at 8 o'clock tomorrow for the Dirty Burgers. And there won't be any surprise pop-up videos, lives this weekend. Ming has her graduation party, and I am, excuse me, that fuzzy water, that bubbly water is making me burp. But yeah, there won't be any pop-ups this weekend because her graduation party is this weekend. And I am cooking for the first time on a Blackstone. That's what's at the party for me to use. I was going to buy a grill to take because I'm buying a new grill for the summer anyway. So I was just going to set it up there and then bring it back home. Of my seems like half dozen grills that I have. I need another one. But so I'll be doing a cook on a Blackstone this weekend. So that'll be fun. I've never cooked on a Blackstone before, but in high school I cooked on quite a few grills, so I don't think I'm gonna have any problems. And I think with all the stuff I make on cast iron, I think I'll be just fine. I'm just in charge of hamburgers, hot dogs, and boiling boiling corn for corn on the cob. Let's see. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is good. It's really good, man. These dressed up Jack's pizzas are it's my top 3 pizzas there is. Yeah, these are definitely Fuzz, a good man makes omelets for his lady. Yeah, Fuzz, and I went to all that trouble this past weekend showing you how to make a halfway decent omelet. Knowledge is power, my friend. I had frozen California pizza kitchen. I have had that. I've had the California pizza kitchens. The frozen ones, right? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I had the spinach feta one, and that was pretty good. I thought about putting spinach on mine because I still have that like insane bag of spinach in there. That's like barely, just maybe I got about a third of that bag left. I've had more spinach this week. I feel like I'm a stunt man for Popeye. I've had that much goddamn spinach this week. It's just so, I've had so much spinach. It's just insane. Let's see, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia out. See you, Cynthia. Thanks for showing up if you are. I cooked for 14 years raising 3 kids by myself. Ain't cooking for one unless she's bedridden. That's funny. That's how I was a single dad, like the whole time. Like I was just, I've been a single dad like a lot of my adult life, at least for my kids, and that's why I cooked. I mean, number one, I like to cook, and I've always cooked for myself, but that's how I've managed to cook, and I think I've gotten a lot better in the last few years, unfortunately for them, because they ate some stuff, man, back in the day when I was trying to figure it out. But I do make really good boxed macaroni and cheese. My kids, when they come over to see me, or for dinner anyway, when we're having stuff to eat, when they come over, they come over. I don't want to make it sound like they never come here, but they come over all the time. But a lot of things they ask for is my boxed macaroni and cheese. They're like, nobody makes it like you do. Let's see, we have a place that does chicken wing pizza with celery, blue cheese. Got to order it hot. Yeah, that sounds good. I've never had the chicken wing pizza before. Here you go, Biggs. She got a piece of pizza. But I'm going to eat this. We're going to eat this. I'm going to have the Beagle do a few tricks on the way out. Oh, don't eat that. I just dropped a pepper on the floor sitting there talking. Not even over a plate. I got a plate here and I'm sitting there not even using it. No hot peppers for you, kiddo. But we can do maybe a couple more spins. Let the people get back to their let everybody get back to their cast iron Wednesday. But I'll go out with a couple spins here, since we've actually got some Beaks cam for a change. There you go. Let me spin. There you go. There's one. And then we'll do one more. What's up, ADF? Thanks for showing up. We'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, but with Trailer Park Boys Dirty Burgers. And I'll be breaking out the Wagner. I think I'm going to break out the Wagner long griddle for that. Let me see. Let me spin. There you go. You're like a one trick. You turned into a dog that knows a bunch of tricks if it's turned into a one trick pony. you're letting your fans down. Let's see. Good night, everyone. Sadie likes the occasional pickled jalapeno. Yeah, I'm afraid of what. I don't mind giving the dog some stuff, but there's just some stuff I worry about her not agreeing with her stomach. She can eat the knuckles off a chicken wing. Just be careful not to let her get the bone. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of, there's some, the one bones that I have a lot of luck with my dog on, and that is tomahawk steak bones. Tomahawk steak bones are the most durable thing. That beef, that full bone, which would be what, rib, right? Yeah, it's rib bone. That thing is like, she has a collection of my tomahawk steak bones all over this house. And now that it's summertime, we might have to go out to the grill and do some tomahawk steaks a la Badger. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys jump off and get back to everything. We wrapped everything up here in about an hour and 20 minutes, which was perfect amount of time. Not one of my, sometimes I know I can go a little bit marathon-y. But I'm gonna go turn the baseball game off, do my thing, and let you guys go do your thing, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Just remember, it's your kitchen. You make it however you want to make it, and we'll see you in the comment sections. All right, see you.